So 15 hours ago, ContraPoints released a video titled The Witch Trials of J.K. Rowling. I liked this video, but part of it made me really uncomfortable. Not necessarily because she said anything I disagree with, but just because she criticized someone I like. And when one person you have a parasocial relationship with is fighting with someone else you have a parasocial relationship with, it's very uncomfortable. It makes me feel like my friends are fighting, and they're gonna make me pick a side, and whichever one I don't pick isn't gonna want to be my friend anymore. I think that in situations like that, it's really important to try to calm down and slowly and carefully think through what you want to do next. I think it's really, really easy to just pick the friend you like better and agree with whatever they say, even if the other one is actually making the better points and might have the more legitimate grievances. So I've decided I'm going to deal with this discomfort by taking a moment to find an answer to the following question. Are ContraPoints' criticisms of vaush fair? Do you want to come along with me while I try to puzzle that out? No? Yeah, probably for the best. Here are some of my favorite recent linguistics videos from other YouTubers. Go watch those. For the rest of you, I guess you're probably just here because you have enough of a parasocial relationship with me that you just want to listen to me talk about anything. In which case, hi, thank you. Damn, that must suck for you. Sorry for never posting anything. My mental health has been kind of shit lately. About a week ago, my psychiatrist doubled my Zoloft prescription. We'll see if that does anything. What were we talking about again? Right, ContraPoints. So the first step in answering this question is figuring out what are ContraPoints' criticisms of vaush exactly. Here's a transcript of what she said, and it looks to me like she's making 3 distinct claims about him, which she most explicitly states here, here, and here. Now, maybe I'm misunderstanding her, but based on my own attempt to interpret ContraPoints in good faith, here's how I would paraphrase these claims. Claim number 1, this tweet is bad because it makes it look like people who support trans rights are misogynist. Claim 2, vaush did a shitty job handling it when people criticized him for that tweet. And claim number 3, vaush doesn't care about advocating for trans people. Importantly, it looks to me like these claims are independent of each other. Maybe they're all true, maybe they're all false, maybe some are true and some are false. So let's go through them one at a time. Claim 1. This tweet is bad because it makes it look like people who support trans rights are misogynist. Is this true? Yeah, I think that's, obviously true. Hell, I'm pretty sure even vaush would agree with that claim. Now, that doesn't mean vaush is misogynist, and it doesn't mean J.K. Rowling shouldn't shut the fuck up. It just means that this tweet, at the very least, did not come across nearly the way vaush wanted it to. The poor bastard was trying to be misogynist ironically, and instead he slipped on a banana peel and fell face first into a giant pile of actually being a misogynist. By the way, I'm only, 80% sure vaush would agree that the original tweet was a mistake, because, the stuff he said about it since tweeting it strikes me as ambiguous at best and blatantly internally inconsistent at worst. Look at this.
J.K. Rowling, not a great person. Beefed with me on Twitter. You see, there I was, innocently tweeting out misogynistic stuff on International Women's Day.
Based on that opening, I'd kind of expect him to, at some point in the video, say, in all seriousness, the tweet was misogynistic, and that is bad, and I probably shouldn't have tweeted it. But he never does. Instead, he says this stuff.
The only point that I'm making is that it's okay to criticize the ironic misogyny, but the idea that this is some kind of optical loss, that there was some critical error made, or that I handled the drama incorrectly, as though every tweet that I, a medium-sized YouTuber, send into the void should be treated with the necessary skepticism of you will be quote tweeted and screenshotted by a billionaire. That's ridiculous. Imagine if we did that to every single person posting on the left. Everyone look at these seals, screaming, ha ha ha, look at this. Get me a real platform, okay? I'll show you. In any sane world, people on the left should be clapping like seals, screaming, ha ha ha, look at this. It's okay to criticize the ironic misogyny. In any sane world, people on the left should be clapping like seals. It's okay to criticize the ironic misogyny. In any sane world, people on the left should be clapping like seals.
So I am confusion.
Claim 2. Vaush did a shitty job of handling it when people criticized him for the tweet. I'm pretty confident saying this one is also true. Okay, ContraPoints put these tweets on screen as examples of Vaush handling the criticism poorly. Let's look at those tweets in their full context, because ContraPoints doesn't mention it, but this is all in a thread that started when Vaush quote-tweeted a YouTuber named Cat Black, who I actually used to be a fan of up until this all went down. The Vaush versus Cat Black drama is really, really complicated and kind of a headache, and I don't think the details of it are especially relevant to this discussion, but for the benefit of the audience, here's how I would summarize what went down based on my own very imperfect memory of watching it go down at the time. First, Vaush made the previously mentioned stupid tweet. Then, Cat Black strongly criticized Vaush for it. Vaush thought that at least some of Cat Black's criticisms of him were unfair, but he thought that he and Cat Black were on reasonably cordial terms, so he DM'd Cat Black wanting to talk about it. However, Cat Black, unbeknownst to him, had already developed a very negative opinion of Vaush based on his videos and streams and stuff, and she had absolutely no interest in having a good faith discussion of any sort with him. Honestly, I think Cat Black probably thought that there was no way Vaush would ever want to have a good faith conversation with her, and he was just pretending to want one so that he could fuck with her and waste her time. So she responded to that by fucking with him and wasting his time back. Vaush, however, is autistic. Like, that's not a dig. He literally has autism, so it took him a very long time to catch on to the fact that Cat had no interest in actually discussing the issue and just wanted to fuck with him. This led to him getting very, very frustrated. Cat Black sees this as a victory and continues to just kind of taunt him. Vaush eventually retaliates by actually starting to just insult and fuck with her and waste her time. Cat Black then publicly posts all of these DMs saying, "Hey, everyone, look at what an asshole Vaush is." Vaush responds by quote-tweeting her with this petty little jab, and finally, ContraPoints enters with, "Okay, but doesn't Cat have some valid points, mainly about how your original tweet was dumb?" Now, here's the thing. I'm mostly sure that at this point, Vaush had already come to the conclusion that his original tweet was dumb. So the appropriate response would have been something along the lines of, "Yep, the original tweet was bad. I agree. Do you think any of Cat's other criticisms of me are valid, or are we done here?" Instead, Vaush basically just says, "Fuck Cat Black, please side with me." And it's like, Vaush, you're smarter than this. Natalie clearly thinks that you think that there was absolutely nothing wrong with your original tweet, and she's not going to side with you as long as she continues to have that misconception. I know you're a debate streamer, I know you go out of your way to project an aesthetic of strength, I do honestly like that about you, but like, you have important information she does not have that fits in a tweet, and that you would want her to know. Tell it to her. It's not that complicated. So yeah, Vaush did a poor job responding to the criticism. Natalie 2, Vaush 0. Now, on to the final round. Does Vaush care about advocating for trans people? Yes? Like, obviously. He makes videos about it a lot, and he talks about how he thinks conservatives are just using trans issues to try to get their foot in the door so they can roll back progressive social progress more generally. Looking at his actions, without defeating evidence to the contrary, I'm inclined to take him at his word and say that he cares about trans rights a fair amount. But ContraPoints is acting like Claim 2 is evidence for Claim 3. She seems to think not just that he fucked up, but that he fucked up in a way that reveals his character as a nihilistic shitposter who doesn't really care about anything other than himself. But all I see is evidence that, firstly, sometimes he does not make the optimal strategic rhetorical move, and secondly, he really, really likes making edgy jokes. And no, one does not follow from the other. So that means that the final scorecard is 2 points for Natalie, 1 point for Vaush. I agree with 2 of her criticisms and disagree with 1, which means, why am I doing this again? Did I just spend multiple hours of my finite time on this earth doing a deep dive into whether or not one YouTuber who has no idea who I am is being fair to another YouTuber who has no idea who I am? I didn't even have any fun. This whole time, I've just been picturing how much Vaush and ContraPoints would both probably hate me for siding with the other one. And it's not like I actually need to figure out who's right and who's wrong. These aren't my friends. What practical effect could I possibly have on this situation? Why the hell do I care so much? Jesus, I hope the Zoloft kicks in soon.